Hey guys, what's up? It's Greg here, and E3 2018 came and went. And with it, the inevitable highs and lows of the roller coaster ride of emotions. While many companies had presentations throughout the week, this video is specifically delving into Nintendo's presentation and my thoughts on each announcement. The Direct opened up with a really colorful and action-packed looking mecha game called DAEMON x MACHINA. I think this was an interesting game to open the Direct with, and initially I thought this had something to do with Xenoblade Chronicles X, as the skells in that game were a vital part of the gameplay. But, as it turns out, this is a unique title all its own. And while it's not exactly my type of game, I have to appreciate the unique art style and the really nice color palette. It's coming in 2019, and I'd be interested in getting some more details about this new IP. Next up was DLC story content for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, titled Torna, The Golden Country. While I purchased the collector's edition of this game, I still have yet to put any substantial time into it. But I imagine fans of the game being incredibly excited for this announcement. From the trailer, it looks like a pretty substantial DLC pack. New playable characters, bosses, and story content. What more could you want, honestly? In a game so full of content already as Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is, it's great to see an expansion of that through DLC to keep players coming back for more. Then, out came Reggie to give us some more detail on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. While it was mostly the original reveal trailer, Reggie delved a little deeper into the Pokeball Plus controller and even revealed Mew. Not much new here, but I really think this game looks great. What followed was the biggest surprise of the presentation. A prediction from my previous video come true, Super Mario Party! It looks incredible. I honestly wish I recorded my live reaction for this one because I was legitimately screaming with excitement. In a reboot of the series, it looks like a traditional Mario Party game, and I couldn't be happier with that. The minigames look super fun, the game board showed looked inventive, and there seems to be a huge roster of playable characters. There's a ton of fresh ideas here, like each character using a unique dice block, and interesting game modes utilizing 2 Nintendo Switches. Is it wrong I was almost more excited for this than Super Smash Bros? Nintendo brought huge announcements back to back, with a brand new title in the Fire Emblem series called Fire Emblem Tree Houses. Oh, that says 3 houses. Honestly, the game looks beautiful. It offered a very vague glimpse of the story, but showed cinematics and some of the tactical gameplay. It looks like this game has 3D exploration like Fire Emblem Echoes, and it definitely offers the most detailed environments both in and out of battle that the series has seen. Another prediction came true, and this game I am heavily anticipating is coming out in spring 2019. Probably the worst kept secret of E3, the game that is taking the world by storm, Fortnite, makes its way to the Nintendo Switch. Honestly, I think this is great for the Switch. It's a free download and one of the absolute biggest games out right now. With the Nintendo Switch, this will allow players to take the Fortnite experience anywhere they want, and that could possibly push system sales. I mean, it was even downloaded over 2 million times in the first 24 hours. Enter the indie titles! Nintendo showed a few games coming to the Switch from independent developers. The most exciting for me is Overcooked 2. While I never played the original, I'm actually really looking forward to giving this adorable food-based party game a try when it comes out this August. The next thing shown was primarily a sizzle reel of games coming later this year, starting with Octopath Traveler. The game comes out super soon, and it looks like an amazing, nostalgia-fueled RPG experience. I find it interesting that some pretty quality titles were sort of glazed over in this segment. Games like Starlink, Battle for Atlas, which was a Toys to Life game that was briefly shown in Ubisoft's conference, that will probably turn out to be a better Star Fox game than Star Fox Zero, would have been a pretty good talking point. Ninjala is another colorful and creative multiplayer game that I think viewers would have liked a little more detail about. I do think it was smart to quickly speed through games like Mario Tennis Aces that we'll have later this week and ports, but again, certain games should have been talked about just a little more in depth. And from this point on, it was all about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Simply put, the game looks absolutely unreal. Of course, it looks a lot like Smash 4, but with beautiful new lighting, shadows, and stage detail. But even more beautiful, everyone is here! Literally anyone that's been playable in any Smash title is returning as a playable fighter. Pichu, Young Link, Ice Climbers, Called it. They're all here. And the big new addition to the cast that people have wanted for ages, Daisy! Just kidding, it's Ridley. And he looks like an absolute powerhouse. I'm happy for everyone that so badly wanted his inclusion to get the character of their dreams. Daisy is now called an Echo Fighter, which is kind of a new term for clone. I think this opens the door for many other Echo Fighters, which could be a neat aspect of this new game. Smash Ultimate even starts you out with the original 8 characters from the original N64 game, making everyone else unlockable fighters, which is honestly so exciting and something I've always dreamt of. The Challenger approaching screens have always been such a thrill for me, and the fact that we're getting so many of them in one game is honestly so exciting. Smash Ultimate looks to play a little bit faster than Smash on the Wii U, more closely resembling Melee. No news on single player modes, but I honestly cannot be more excited to get my hands on this Goliath of a game. Coming December 7th of this year. Overall, I think Nintendo focused more on quality than quantity. Although I felt a longing for maybe just a few more surprise announcements, after watching the Direct a second time, I'm pretty pumped for the rest of 2018. I'm also anxiously awaiting the inevitable next Nintendo Direct, and I'm hoping for some even more big reveals. But that's it for me. What did you guys think of Nintendo's E3? Let me know in the comments below.